Good morning and welcome to Bramble Mere on the Welford Pools fishery. So we are here for a couple of nights, which makes a nice change. So not a day session. We're hopefully here for a couple of days. Don't be fooled by the sunshine. It's been pretty grotty this morning since we got here. It's fluctuating between sunshine and strong winds and rain, but we're fishing. We have the rods out. I'm here with Steve as usual, but we're also here for a bit of a social with Josh Bennett and Adam Johns. So we think the guys across the lake have just had one, so that's good. There's some fish moving about. Steve and I are currently blanking, but the rods are out. So we've found some spots out there, between 18 and 19 wraps we're fishing at the moment. Found some nice clear spots. We have put 3 rigs out there. We are using Nut 365 boilies all crushed up today with some hemp and maize, and we're using some Betalin-B flavoured maggots with a scattering of worms in there as well. So we're hedging our bets. The rods are out. We've had a cup of tea and we are just going to sit back and see what the rest of the day brings. We haven't seen any fish show at all yet, so we haven't got a lot to go on. But like I said, the guys over the way have just caught one, so we're going to catch up with them, see what they've caught, and we'll see what the rest of the day brings. So, just did our intro, and this rod has sailed off completely out of the blue. Had the kettle on. Ooh, just seen her. She's beautiful. Typical Bramble carp, a scaly banger, I think. Not the biggest fish in the pond. That is a stunner. We'll take that. So we have saved the blank. My goodness, and that is a stunning fish to save a blank on. Not the biggest fish in the pond, but what a beautiful fish. Right, I think we'll get this one in and we'll let you have a look at her. So here is the reward for our efforts so far. My Bramble blank saver. Just over 26.5 pounds. What a stunning creature. I know I say this a lot, but wow. Save a blank, first of the session. I could pack up a very happy man right now. But we're going to put her back, get the rod back out, and see if we can add to this. So roughly about after an hour of the blank saver, I got another one. Footage of me playing this one's quite limited because my wingman was off having a chat with somebody else, but he's back with the camera now, and as you can see we have another Bramble banger in the net. Happy days. Same rod, same spot. So I think we're going to refresh the bait out there, put another scattering of boilie, a bit of particle, get the maggot rig back out there, all spiced up with the Betalin-B. So we're going to get the rods out because we're starting to lose the light. So I think we're going to put 2 of the rods on that spot now and see what the rest of the time brings. So yeah, happy days. Second fish in the net. Very happy boy.
What a great start to our session. Considering it's mid to late January, any bite was more than welcome, but to get 2 fish within the first few hours was more than we could have hoped for. Both bites came to a rich corn yellow Hinder's betalin and plum wafter, tipped with a few maggots. The bait will go into a little bit more detail in the morning, hopefully with a carp or 2. We didn't really get a chance to do an update. Steve, the owner from Bramble Mere, joined us for a chat, and before we knew it, it was pitch black. A few hours by the fire pit, followed by a beer and a proper lakeside curry. Not only can Mark catch a few carp, he can cook a cracking curry too. I probably should have cooked it myself, but he offered, so I wasn't going to argue.
So good morning, and what a happy morning it is. It's just got light. We were just contemplating rebaiting the rods, and the baited spot worked its magic again. So sorry we didn't do an evening update last night. The owner came round just before dark, so by the time we chatted to Steve for a while and then reset all the rods, it was time to cook the curry and have a beer or 2. So this is fish number 3, just over 20 pounds. So great start to the day. Fingers crossed there's no rain today. The wind's still hacking across and it's cold, but we've started our Saturday morning with a beautiful Bramble Mere. So we're going to get her back, going to rebait all the spots, and we'll see what the morning brings. So fish number 4, just over 20 minutes after the first one this morning. The same spot, the rod absolutely tore off with this 16-pound beauty. What a stunner. So yeah, they definitely seem to be having a bit this morning. So we're going to get this one back again, rebait the spot. I think we're going to concentrate all 3 rods around this one spot now and see if we can get another one for you. See what the morning brings. So it's just gone midday. We've had something to eat because we missed breakfast due to a few chaotic sessions with bites in the morning. And then we had 2 more bites, and I'm sorry to say we had hook pulls on both. So whilst we've been scoffing our sausage and egg muffins, we have been discussing tactics and what we do next. So we think we've got the bait in right because we're getting plenty of bites. So we're going to look at the rigs now. So we have been using some D rigs on some fluorocarbon. So I think what we're going to do this afternoon is we're going to look at doing some solid bags full of maggots. And we're also going to look at maybe switching over to a Ronnie style rig instead. But we'll see. So it could just be coincidence, you know, hook pulls happen. But with 2 on the bounce, we thought we should probably try and do something about it. So that's our next stage. So we're just over 24 hours in now. We've had 4 fish, so pleased with that. So it's 3 20s and a upper double. And things have been going okay. This, You know, any lake has lulls. This is the lull we think it is, between sort of 12 and 2. So we're gonna mix up some more bait. We're gonna have a couple of cups of tea. We're gonna look at these rigs and we're gonna rebait the spots and see if that changes our luck, or at least maybe increase the catch rate. So there is rain due to come in. We've had a dry morning, but within the next hour, the weather's supposed to change for over 12 hours to being quite wet. So we are not looking forward to that, but we are going to see what the next hour or so brings. We're going to tweak what we're doing and just see if that works. So hopefully the next time you see me, I won't be holding a cup of tea, I will be holding another cup.
Every couple of hours we continue to reposition the rods, whether that was via a cast or the stealthy bait boat. Unfortunately, it didn't do any more bites that afternoon, but let's have a quick look at the bait that has been doing the damage the day before.
So we've had our lunch, we've had a couple of cups of tea, and we hope we are nearing bite time again for the afternoon. So just before we refresh the rods, we thought we'd talk you through some of the bait that we're using today. So we're using a spod mix, and in here we have got some chopped nut 365 boilies, some hemp, and then it's all stodged up with some of the natural black ground bait as well. And that's all chopped up nice, mixed up, soaked up, and it's all glugged with some of the food glug as well, which is awesome stuff. And we also dip the hook baits in this before we're casting them or bait boating them out as well. So that adds a nice little extra kick to the mix as well. Very sweet, lovely and nutty. So the other thing we are using is we are using some naturals in with this as well. So we are putting in some chopped worm, and we're putting in plenty of maggots as well. So these are, you know, standard maggots from the tackle shop, but we've spiced them up with the awesome Betalin-B as well. So that these do smell, for maggots, they smell lovely. Give them a really nutty edge, lovely flavour. And we're presenting those with one of the Betalin and Plum dumbbells with a bunch of maggots on a D rig we've been using so far. So this is how we present it today. We have had a couple of hook pulls, as I mentioned in my last update. So we are going to change this rig, I think, this afternoon, and we're going to try some solid bags full of maggots. We're also going to try some Ronnie rigs as well, just with a slightly bigger hook. This is a size 6 wide gape. I think we're going to move to a size 4, just to see if we can eliminate losing any more fish. So we're hoping it's coming to bite time for the afternoon. We're going to mix the rest of this up. We're going to refresh the rods, and we're going to hope to show you another fish very soon. Good morning, and what a completely different morning it is. We've got sunshine, the wind's dropped, it's lovely, after what can only be described as a pretty wet night really. The rain was absolutely biblical again last night, pretty much from when it got dark, hence no evening update again, because we did have to just head for the shelters. Really torrential rain all night, to the point where it woke me up banging on the bivvy. So I got up for a cup of tea, swung my legs out of my sleeping bag, splosh, an inch of water running through my bivvy. That was not the wake up call I needed. But we haven't had a fish for 24 hours. The lake's gone very quiet, but this morning, as I say, the sun's up, the wind has dropped. So we're hopeful. We've got about 7 hours left of this session before we've got to call it a day. Back to work tomorrow morning, unfortunately. But it's been a successful session. I've had 4, lost 2, so 6 bites, it's good. Hopefully we can add to the tally today. So we're keeping to our spots that we have done for the last 2 days, because they have worked for us. We've refreshed them this morning, we've put out fresh baits, fresh hook baits, and we're sitting back now, having a cup of tea, going to make some breakfast, and we hope to get another rude interruption. But we'll keep you informed as the day goes on. We'll let you know a little bit more about Bramble Mere and the booking system here as well. So we'll see you soon.
Go on, the Marco.
So it's just gone midday, and a rod that we repositioned round in the bay has just gone screaming off, and we're in to fish number 5. Happy days, because it's been well over 24 hours since we had a bite. Completely different day today, some sunshine, the wind's dropped, and we're on to fish number 5. Lovely. Same bait again, so crushed boilie, some hemp, some nut 365 glug all over the top, some chopped worm and maggots, and then a little yellow wafter with a bunch of maggots on the hook on a fluorocarbon D-rig. Magic. We'll get her back because I think there is a good chance that we may well get another one. So we're going to put her back, reposition the rod, and hope to chat to you again soon. So that's about it. We're going to have to wrap up another session. We've milked it for as long as we possibly can, but it's been a great time. You know, the weather's been up and down. It is January, so it's quite cold, and you expect the fishing to be a little bit patchy, but we've done pretty well. I think we ended up with 7 bites, 5 landed to 26.5, I think was the biggest one we had, but they were pretty much all 20s. It's a cracking venue here as well. You know, if you get a chance to fish Bramble Mere, you can book it from for over block bookings. So check out the website, we'll put the details below. It's definitely worth it if you've got a few mates and you want a social or it's a special occasion, definitely worth a go. The fish average 20 pounds in here, they go up to 40. I think there's between 200 and 250 fish, and every one that you'll see in this vlog, you know, it's a stunner. They're beautiful scaly fish. Some of them are hand picked for in here as well, so it's a special place really, and it's a great place to spend some time with a few mates, chill out and catch some stunning fish. So I hope you like the vlog. Watch us for the next one. Not sure where we're going yet. Could be the River Tess if the weather holds up cold enough. We could do some grayling fishing, but we will see, and we will see you on the next one.